there. So if you're thinking about moving to Firestone, Longmont area in Colorado, then I definitely think you need to check out this new neighborhood. Well, actually, it's not even new. It's probably roughly about 5 years old or so, but it's continuing to grow, and it's called Barefoot Lakes. Now, Barefoot Lakes is a large master plan community, but it's so unique. It's so unique to this area. And it's going to be about 30 miles north of Denver and then 30 miles south of Fort Collins. So it's smack dab right there, right off of I-25, about 10 minutes from Longmont. So it's going to be a great location if you're looking for something unique, something fun, and something very, very community driven. All right, Christy Lee here, and I am a local real estate agent in the state of Colorado, but more importantly, I am a native. I am here to help you in any way, so please reach out anytime if you have questions regarding Colorado, moving to Colorado, neighborhoods, whatever. All right, so today I'm going to be talking about Barefoot Lakes. Now, the reason why I love Barefoot Lakes is because it is so unique. First off, there's 2 lakes in this community. Yeah, so you could actually go and you could kayak and canoe and paddleboard. You could actually fish too. I mean, as long as you have a fishing license, of course. But you could go do all that stuff actually within this community. So that's why it's very, very nature-driven, community-driven. So if you're somebody who likes that kind of vibe, you want to be outside, walking around on the trails, because there's hundreds of acres of open space, parks, and then plenty of miles of trails out here. So you could check all of that out, but then you could obviously get in the water too. I mean, go kayaking whenever you'd like. So it's really cool. Now, Barefoot Lakes is actually, like I said, it's pretty big. So it's going to be about 3,000 homes. And it started roughly about 5 or 6 years ago, maybe a little bit longer than that, but it's not old, okay? So, I mean, I think the oldest home is probably built late teens, so maybe 2017-ish. So it is still going to be, relatively new, and they're still continually built right now too. You're going to have homes starting anywhere between the 500s going up to $1 million. So you're going to have a wide variety of different options, from townhomes, single family homes. You're going to have paired homes, or even, ranch style, 2-story, whatever you want. You're going to have those options within this community. There are different builders that are going to be there. So you're going to have 4 different builders. The main ones are going to be Lennar, nationwide builder. I'm sure you've heard of them. Richmond Homes, of course, that one as well. You're going to have Broomfield. Broomfield, I really like Broomfield. They're kind of like a little bit more modern. And then the last one is going to be American Legend. Now, I'm not going to I don't know a whole lot about American Legend, but the other 3, I definitely know, I definitely like. I do a lot of business with them, so I highly recommend those, okay? And what's so nice is that when you get a new build home, if you're buying from the ground up, then all of those homes are going to be under warranty, right? So you're going to have the luxury of having, the warranty if you have any issues, those homes are going to be under warranty. Now, if you buy an existing home, obviously it's going to depend on how old that home is, but if you do buy it within a couple years of them purchasing it originally, you still might have that warranty as well. But even still, if it isn't, those homes aren't going to be they're not old. So, I mean, there's probably not going to be a whole lot of issues there as well. So why are people moving to this area? Well, the community. So if you have a family, or you're planning on starting a family, or you just, like that community vibe, Barefoot Lakes offers it. So they're going to have the events, they're going to have the food trucks, the concerts in the park, the movies in the park. They have all of that stuff, as well as the outdoor activities like I've already mentioned. They have a clubhouse and pool area, which is actually a resort style area. It's called the Cove. And this is a large pool and a beautiful gym inside. You have the clubhouse that you could rent out. I mean, this area is just phenomenal. And that's another reason why people are wanting to be part of this area, because the amenities are killer, okay? So you do have great amenities out there as well. Now, one really, really cool thing I love about this area is that, like I said, it's still growing. So on the north side of Barefoot Lakes, there's going to be what is called a Barefoot Village, okay? And it's going to be exactly what it sounds like, a village. So it's going to be on the north side of a Barefoot Lakes community, and it'll have like shopping, a tap room, a cafe, more amenities, okay? So most likely is going to have, you know, another pool or a couple pools out there. I don't know the exact details on that part of it yet. But they are going to have like the retail. You're going to be able to have retail up there, maybe yoga, things like that. And then they're actually having an underpass under the street up there, so you could still walk from the village back over to Barefoot Lakes. So you're going to be able to come and go as you please to both of these sides of the entire community, which is amazing. And again, that's just another way for people to get involved with each other, to go grab a beer at the end of the day, or maybe even grab some coffee in the morning, do some work at their clubhouse, whatever it might be. But that's what they're really truly trying to create in this area. Now, one thing I will say is Barefoot Lakes is part of a metro district, okay? And honestly, a majority of northern Colorado as a whole is, and not even necessarily only northern Colorado, but a lot of the new build communities in Colorado in general are part of this metro district. And what that means is that you're essentially paying a little bit more in taxes to help offset some of the, you know, road construction and you know, amenities and the landscaping, all the infrastructure and stuff like that within that community. That's what those taxes are going towards, okay? And I mean, honestly, if you're in a new build community in Colorado, most likely you're going to be part of a metro tax. Hey, just real quick, if you're finding this information valuable to you or helpful, can you please click that subscribe button right there? Maybe type a little bit comment. That helps my videos be pushed out to more people just like you. Back to the video. Barefoot Lakes is obviously part of it, like I just said. So just note that most likely your taxes are going to be a little bit higher than some of the other surrounding neighborhoods, mainly for this reason. So I would budget, or I would at least know that your taxes are going to be roughly about 1.1, 1.2 of the assessed value of your home. So do definitely budget that when you're looking around in the area. And if you notice that, you know, taxes are going to be a little more in this neighborhood, that is why. You also have an HOA. So the HOA in that area is going to be roughly $90 a month, again, depending on what type of home you have. But it is $90 a month for the most part for a single family detached home. That's going to take care of, you know, the snow removal on the main streets, you know, the landscaping, beautiful landscaping, you know, all of the amenities, the clubhouse, the pool, the gym, all of that stuff. So it will take care of all of that. So kind of keep that in mind when you're looking at this area. Now, again, like I said, this area is located just within 10 minutes of Longmont. And a lot of times, actually, when you're doing addresses for Barefoot Lakes, while it is in Firestone, a lot of times the post office pulls it up as Longmont. That's how close it is. So you're going to be roughly about 10-15 minutes to downtown Longmont. So you're going to have a bunch of restaurants and shopping and a couple cool breweries in that area. You have a lot of, you know, conveniences of downtown, but then you also, just on the main drag on 119, you have Costco, Super Walmart, you know, other major ones, you know, just, you know, Lowe's, that are all right there. So you're all going to be really close to maybe 10 minutes. Home Depot is only going to be about 5 minutes away from here. You have a huge furniture store, American Furniture Warehouse. That is going to be located right there. And again, we are directly off of I-25. So the location, whether you're working in Denver, whether you're working in Fort Collins, or anywhere in between, it's really not going to take you that long at all, pending traffic, of course. So this is Barefoot Lakes. I truly love it. It is growing. I mean, while it has been established for like the last 7 years or maybe, it's going to continue to grow. And with the new village part of it on the north side, which is supposed to break ground 2025, the tap room and the cafe isn't supposed to be around till 2027. So we're still a few years out for that. But it will be amazing once that all is set too. Please reach out to me if you have any questions regarding Barefoot Lakes or any other area in Colorado. I am here to help. I am a native. I know the areas very well. Remember to click that subscribe button right there. That way you are notified every time I have a new video. And then to the next video, take care.